Donald Trump's a scab. And, I don't see how we should be putting a scab in the White House.
A lot has changed in the last month in the presidential campaign. So we came here to the UAW hall in Detroit where Vice President Harris is going to be visiting. We wanted to hear from the workers. How are they feeling about the campaign?
We are pumped up and excited. Labor supports those that support us, and we are pumped up and excited.
Energetic. We got the momentum.
We came here to find out what are the top priorities for the auto workers here, what's on their mind, what do they think are the key issues that are going to swing this election.
The ballot box and the bread box, they go hand in hand. Cost of living, the wages that people are making in the working classes, all that ties in with each other.
Healthcare is the main thing, and healthcare for everybody.
We have to have trade policies, we have to have economic policies that build up manufacturing.
One issue voter. I vote for my pocket. What best is going to allow me to take care of my family and have a secure retirement? And Donald Trump is not that.
You got two people up here that have stood on the picket line with striking UAW members. So that's a place Donald Trump will never be.
How are you feeling right now about the Harris-Walz ticket?
I'm excited. I am overwhelmed. This is a surreal feeling.
Working class people that had kind of opted out of the race by saying, well, I don't like either candidate, are now considerably more energized with Vice President Harris back in the race and with Governor Walz.
He's not fighting for you. He doesn't know you. He doesn't care about your family. And his running mate is just as dangerous and backward as he is.
Vance and Trump like to portray themselves as the party of the working class actually now. Do they seem authentic to you?
I don't think I can say on camera what I feel about that, but no, it does not seem authentic.
We can see through the smoke and mirrors. It's a sham. He's a fraud.
And now they're all over themselves because they're in panic mode. Because now they're not running, they're running against a 59-year-old prosecutor. That's like kryptonite.
We were in a full-blown strike, and our former president decided to come here and visit a plant that isn't even unionized. So that spoke volumes.
He does not support labor. He does not support the UAW one bit. He's about big business and about himself.
The leader of the United Auto Workers should be fired immediately, and every single auto worker, union and non-union, should be voting for Donald Trump.
He came out and criticized the UAW, criticized President Shawn Fain. What was your reaction to that?
He can stick it in his
He can talk all he wants. Shawn Fain's our guy.
Our members are 100% behind Shawn Fain. An attack on Shawn Fain is an attack on all of us.
What are the issues that are most important to you?
Well, a couple of things. One is, I think, protecting Social Security. And I think that that's really a top priority. Not only protecting it, but expanding it, taking the cap off so that the rich people pay what they're supposed to pay.
For me, it's job security and retirement and Social Security and Medicare.
Abortion, women being to choose for themselves.
So it's not a single gender issue when we say women's rights. It's a societal issue, and it affects everybody. It impacts our freedoms and our liberties as a whole and as a society, and it affects our future.
The Israel-Palestinian conflict, I think it wouldn't hurt her to come out and, support that ceasefire, talk about that a little more often.
What is Vice President Harris going to do for labor? Is she going to promote good paying jobs, keep the work here in America for everybody? So families don't have to struggle working 2 or 3 jobs, be able to retire with dignity.
I feel like if they do get elected, we have a good chance of maybe getting the PRO Act passed and also getting the National Labor Relations Board much stronger, much more pro-union. We need harsher penalties against companies and management when they attack workers.
When there's a suggestion that somehow strike is about making people feel small, making people feel alone. But isn't that the very opposite of what we know? Unions know to be strength. It's about the collective. It's about understanding no one should ever be made to fight alone. That we are all in this together.
Look at Trump's record. That's all you got to do in terms of working class people. He's always screwed them over his entire life.
How working class people could vote for a guy, and I apologize for my language, but a guy that in gold toilets. never had a speck of dirt under his fingernails in his whole life. It makes zero sense to me. I'll never understand it.
He want to bust the unions. We're going to fight that. He's not going to bust the unions.
Not on our watch. We can't let it happen. We are not going back.
That's right. That's right.
UAW! UAW! We're not going back! We're not going back! We're not going back!
Thanks so much for watching our video. If you'd like to see more stories like this, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel to get more Perfect Union in your feed. And if you have ideas for other stories we should investigate, just drop them in the comments below.